On today's video, I will show you the trading bot feature of Bitsgap, and I will also tell you everything you need to know to properly set up one. So let's start this right now. Hi everyone, welcome back. As usual, my name is Carl. I hope you are having a wonderful day. And if this is your first time here and you like making money in crypto, well, make sure you hit the subscribe button because this is exactly the kind of content I cover on this channel. All right, so today we'll be talking about Bitsgap. Bitsgap, it's an all-in-one trading platform. It do many things, but today we'll talk specifically about the trading bot feature. If you don't know what Bitsgap is, I'll put a link up here so you can have an idea what the platform is exactly. Because today I'll be talking only one of the mini feature of Bitsgap. If you want to try it, I'll put the link in the description so you can just click on it and you would have access to the platform. Before we go, I just want to show you quickly the price range. So they have three packages from $19 up to $110 per month. Personally, I'm using the one at $44. The big advantage for me is because I can have more active bots. So it's 2 compared to 5 at the $44. And there's an arbitrage that I want to look into it, but other than that, anybody can start with the $19 and you can have like 2 active bots without any problem. And the monthly trading, it's $25,000. So depending how much money you'll be trading, maybe that won't be enough. So that's why you might need to increase to the $44. If you use my link in the description, you will get a full 2 weeks free of the pro version. Normally, if you sign up directly with their website, you would get 2 weeks of this one. But if you use my link, you'll be getting a full 2 week of the full package. All right, so once you sign up, you're gonna get to the main screen. So like I said, today I'll be covering only for the trading bot, but you have a different menu up here. So the one we'll be talking about, it will be for the bot only. So if we go directly, all you have to do is to click the bot link and you would see the same screen as me. So the way that bot is working, it's very simple. It uses a grid line to buy and sell. So what I mean is, depending on the price direction, as you can see on the screen, let me show you. You can see that there's little green line behind the chart right here. So every time the price go up or down through one of those lines, the bot will make a buy or a sell depending the direction. So if the price goes up, it will sell a portion of your asset, and when the price go down and it go through the grid, it will buy back those assets. So basically, bottom line, what it does, it buy low and it sells high. So as you can see right here, all the red dot, it means that there was a sell transaction, and the green one, it means it's a buy transaction. So if we look right here at this candle, we can see that probably the price was going up here, so it was selling every time it was going through the little grid line we can see right here. So it was selling here, selling here, selling here, selling here, and on the way back it was buying again. As we can see, we have a long wick here on the 1 hour chart. So every time the price was going down, the bot was buying, buying and buying, and then on the way up it sells back. So as we can see right now, I have my 2 latest bot. I started them just about a day ago, so 1 day 1 hour ago. And as you can see right now, like the one we're currently looking, which is my BNB Matic, it did 237 transactions in 1 day. So that's a lot of buy and sell. And as you can see, with all those transactions, it did manage to make 4% from my main asset. And as you can see, with all the trading the bot did, I have a return right now of 4.37%. Well, actually it's this one. It's 4.09% in the last 24 hours, which is pretty good. I'll show you my history. Usually it will be close to 1%, but it just happened that I choose 2 yesterday, and they're really performing pretty good. So what make a big difference by the performance of a bot? It's by the swing. So the more up and down that it has, the more it will perform and get higher profit. So if we look directly, we have 2 options right here. So we can cancel the bot, or here we can get all the stats. So here I can see all the daily profit I did, not the daily, but I mean the per hour, all the profit I did every single hour while he was trading. If we look very closely at the different thing that we see here, so we have the pair we're currently trading. So right now I'm trading with BTC and ENJ, and I also have another bot using BNB against Matic. You have the value of the investment I'm currently having, the change. So that's the value at the actual market, and this is the bot profit. So this one is very important. So it tells you exactly how much profit your bot did since it began. So in my case, it was 1 day ago. And then I have my average daily profit and how much time it's been activated, and my grid. So I can see this bot has 19 grid, the other one has 28. And so far this one did 213 transaction and the other one did 237 transaction, and then you can see if it's active or not. Now to start a new bot, well, first of all you need to link your exchange account to Bitsgap. So all you have to do, go to my exchange, add a new exchange, and then you just need to connect your API key. So the API key, you access that key from your exchange, and then you just need to copy and paste directly so you have your account connected directly here. And second thing, you need to decide which pair you would like to trade. So the first question is, what will be your quote currency and your base currency? Because when you're trading, we need to know exactly which pair you want to use. So if you want to increase your, let's say your stable coin. So let's say you would like to trade USDT because it's a stable coin and you want to accumulate more USDT. Well, you need to trade your USDT against something else. Or if you want to accumulate more Bitcoin, so let's say you would like to have more Bitcoin down the road, well, you need to have your Bitcoin, and then you can trade those Bitcoin with something else. So you always have the quote currency and you have the base currency. The quote currency, it's the coin that you want to accumulate. So if you want to accumulate more US dollar coin or USDT or whatever it is, well, that would be your quote currency. And then the quote currency, you need to exchange it or match it to a base currency. So if you would like to trade USDT against Bitcoin, well, your quote currency will be USDT and your base currency will be Bitcoin. If you want to accumulate more Bitcoin, your quote currency will be Bitcoin, and then you need to have another coin, so your base coin, so the bot can accumulate more of your Bitcoin. So that's the first question you need to ask yourself, which coin you would like to accumulate. So there's a lot of advantage. The first advantage is if you're trading USDT dollar, well, the thing is, we know that when we use a stable coin like USDT, the price of the US dollar never change. It's always $1 per coin, always. So if you trade with another coin, let's say with Bitcoin, well, you're only generating profit from the bot itself, which increase your amount of US dollar. But if the market crash, only Bitcoin would drop in price. All your asset that you're currently holding in US dollar, it won't change because it's always $1. But if the price increase, your US dollar are still at $1. So let's change that. Let's say now your quote would be with Bitcoin, and you're trading Bitcoin against, let's say, Ethereum or BNB, which is the Binance coin. So by using your quote as Bitcoin and trading against your base coin, which is BNB, if the market goes up, well, you have your trading bot making money, so is increasing the amount of Bitcoin that you have. And since the market is going up, the value of your holding will also increase. So if the Bitcoin increase, well, your quote currency will also increase. If BNB, the value on the market increase, it will also increase. So you're making a lot more money. But the opposite, if the market goes down and everything crash, well, you have both currency that will go down at the same time, which your market value will go down very quickly. So you have two choices. You can be more conservative using a USDT dollar and making money on that coin itself. So it doesn't matter what the market does, if it increases or not. Well, the market will only have an impact on your base currency. Your US dollar will never change. But if you're using, let's say, another currency like a Bitcoin to trade against BNB, well, depending on the market, everything can go down at the same time, or it can go up at the same time, or it can change, or depending on which side the market is going through. So if you're conservative and you just want to increase your money, you can start using the USDT as your quote. Or if you know a little bit more about the market and you know that you just want to increase your amount of, let's say, Ethereum, well, you can use your quote currency as Ethereum, and you can use it against something else to increase the amount of Ethereum that you have. All right, so let's go back to the chart. So let's say in that example, I would like to increase my amount of Bitcoin. So I would like to get something to trade against Bitcoin. So my pair will be Bitcoin against something else. So if you go here, we have a good example, or they always have recommend strategies that we can use. So we can see for the last month, and then you can change for the last week, or you can also see for the last 3 days. Usually I start with the first or the last 3 days. I want to see which coin performed very good in the last 3 days, and then I will compare in the last 30 days. So in my example, I wanted to trade, let's start with US dollar, will be easier to understand. Let's start with using a quote currency as the US dollar. And what I mean by quote currency, if we look here at my two actual trade, my quote currency is BTC. So I want to increase the BTC. So the coin on the right, it's the one that I want to increase. And here I have BNB, which means I'm trading BNB against Matic because I want to increase my amount of BNB that I own. But let's do an example with USDT. So type here USDT. So all the recommend one that had good performance in the last 3 days will show up right here. So we have ENJ, Matic, BNB, and BTC, which was performing very good in the last 3 days. Let's look with the USDT and BNB. It performed 2% in the last 2 days. So let's see in the last 30 days how it did perform. So let's do this. Let's go back to the month, and I'll put BNB. USDT right here. So in the last 30 days, it did 14%. So it's about 0.5% per day average. So let's try to find another one. So let's do again USDT, and let's look at Matic. So let's see how Matic been performing in the last 30 days against the USDT. no, this is for the month actually. So 26% for the last month. So let's see how it performed in the last 3 days. And let's do this. Matic USDT. So it did perform pretty good in the last 3 days. So personally, that would be a choice I would take right now. So let's say we want to trade this, we want to start a trading bot using those pair. So I'm starting as a quote currency will be my USDT. So that's the currency I would like to increase using Matic. So let's do this. I click on it. It will show up right here on the panel. And from there, you have to decide, well, it depends how much you want to invest. So right now I don't have a lot of US dollar in my account, but that will be only for an example. So let's say you have $500 available. Well, it would show up right here that you have 500 USD available right now. So depending how you want to do it, there's a couple of things that we need to look at. First of all is the amount, how much money you want to use in your trading bot. And the second thing, how many grid you want to have in your trading for your available for your trading bot. So the grid spacing. So the grid spacing would be right here. And you need to remember, the more grid that you have, the more money it will require. So for this exact example, I would need $4,200 to be able to start this bot with this exact setting. So let's say we don't have the 4,000. Let's say we only have $500. So I need to reduce my grid right here. So the lower price, I can lower it and bring it up. And the upper price, I can do also the same thing. So just by doing that, so now my price is at $1,000. Now the other thing that we need to increase is the grid step, so the percentage. So what's the percentage represent? It's the percentage of profit that you will make per grid. And guys, that's also include the fees from your exchange. The fees are already removed from here, because when you connect your exchange to Bitsgap will know exactly what your fees are, and it will be deducted directly from here. So let's say we want to have a grid of 0.9%. So we will need $526 to start this bot. So if we look at this, and we can see we have to make sure that we start low enough, because once the bot is started, we cannot change that anymore. The only thing we can do is we can activate the trailing up right here. And what the trailing up does, so let's say the upper is right here. So as soon the price go outside the grid, well, it will readjust itself and keep going up and follow the price. So that's why this part here is not so important, depending if you're on a tight budget to start your bot. So that would be probably a good thing that we could do. So we said about $500. So I'm at $448. So what I can do, I can reduce a little bit here, and now I'm at $488. If we look at the grid, sometimes more grid that you have, the better it is, because you will do more trades. So let's change this on the 15 minutes, so to see how frequently there would be some trade executed. So as we can see, on 15-minute candle, there's the candle touch at least 2 grid per 15 minutes, so which is very good. So if we would like to increase the grid, we just need to lower this number right here. So let's say we put 0.7. So now we have 42 grids. So the grid will be a little bit close to each other, so there'll be more frequent trade, but the price, it will be more expensive. So let's change to see 0.8, 546. And then we can see, can we modify this a little bit? Yes, we can lower this if we want. Change this here if we want a little bit. And now we're at 474. So let's increase here, 491. So we're pretty close to the $500. So that's would be one of the setup we can do. If we want to see how this exact setup would perform in the previous couple weeks, we can do a back testing. So there's a back testing right here. We just click on it and it will give you the performance of this exact setting in the last 30 days, 7 days, or 3 days. So actually this one is pretty good. So in 30 days, you would get 90% profit on your USDT dollar, because now we're here for this example, we're using USDT as the quote currency. So if we start that trade, it will activate right here, and then the bot will start trading automatically. So if you would like to trade, let's say with another pair, we could do the exact same thing. We could just put BTC, and from there we can choose any of the coin that we would like to trade against BTC. So they have a lot of examples. So this is for the last 3 days. We can go up to the last month, and then we can decide which one we could choose. But if you're trading a coin against another coin, it may be a good idea to do a little bit of research, because like I said, you have to be careful. You're using two coins which can fluctuate a lot in the market. So let's say if I go to I don't know, to any example, ARK, let's say, so I can click on it, and then from there I would do the exact same thing. I just set up, I do my spacing depending how much I want to invest, and it will tell me exactly how much I need to start this bot. So I can readjust the grid percentage, the grid amount, and then from there, if you're using a smaller amount, well, just make sure you reduce this here, right here, and until you match the proper amount. And once everything is good, you can do a back test to make sure everything makes sense. And then from there, you'll have the button right here to start. So you just click start your bot and it will show up right here. It's that simple. Like, there's nothing else, there's no other setting, nothing else you have to do. So basically you just need to ask yourself, what do you want to accumulate? If you're just really a beginner, I would probably trade with the USDT as a quote currency. So until you get the hang of it. But once you're done, it will show up right here and you just let it go. You can stop it anytime you want. You can have all the detail once you click on it. So as an example, this one, my quote is BTC and I'm trading against the ENJ. So as you can see, that's all the daily profit I did in BTC because I want to accumulate more BTC. If you want to stop your bot, all you have to do is click here. And when you click here, you have two choices. You can just stop the bot and keep all the coin. For this example, I own Matic and I own BNB. So if I just want to stop the bot without selling my Matic back to BNB, I can just say cancel all open order and close the bot. If I want to sell, so I can sell right here at the market. So what it will do, it will sell all my Matic back in BNB. So I just have to click here, close the bot, and all the Matic will be sold automatically back in BNB. And from there, you can start another bot. I hope everything makes sense. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up on this video. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss any of my future video. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you very soon on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.